Oh, and your switch there. You should.
Hello. Kimra, Shavana. Welcome. It's Misha Shaw. Misha Nambarantaya. My name is Joyce McDonald. I'll be the host this evening. And I'm going to start this Ceilidh with a dedication. Tonight's Ceilidh is sponsored by the family of Caddy McDonald in memory of Jack and Cassie McDougall. And Jack McDougall was born in 1898 in St. Ninian, and Cassie Ian McDonald was born in 1891 in Little Juddock, Cape Breton. They were married in 1927 in Timmins, Ontario. Jack came from a large family of brothers and sisters, including Sarah Ann, who would become the mother of many children, including Marie Beaton McMaster, wife of Buddy McMaster. Cassie also came from a large family of brothers and sisters, including Sadie McMaster, who you know as the grandmother of amongst many, Andrea and Natalie McMaster, and Mary Elizabeth McGuinness. Jack and Cassie moved back to Cape Breton from Timmins in 1931 and built a home and a general store in Juddock. The store has been repurposed as the Storytellers Gallery. They had 3 children. The first son died before his 2nd birthday, a daughter, Caddy, and another son, Jackie. Caddy married Alec McDonald from Mull River, and Jackie married Mamie Beaton, sister of Minnie McMaster of Mabu. Jack and Cassie had 10 grandchildren, including Vernon McDougall. Jack and Cassie lived most of their days in Juddock, and that life included plenty of music, from traditional fiddle tunes to Gaelic songs. Cassie would tune for anyone who would step dance and make chores more enjoyable by singing Gaelic song, often tuning Chiasson Minoper, or tap her toes to the bell piano Strasbourg composed by Dan Huey McCaffrey for Caddy's piano, still in the house in Juddock. Jack and Cassie passed on their love of Cape Breton fiddle music to their children. Daughter Caddy, now 93 years old, has hosted many Cape Breton themed parties in Hamilton, Ontario, and can still name a tune or the fiddler after hearing a few notes. Caddy continues to support the music during her annual trips to Juddock. The family of Caddy McDonald are thankful to the Beaton Ceilidh sessions for keeping the Gaelic traditions of music alive and full of fun. All right. So thanks to them for sponsoring this Ceilidh. And I'm going to start things off with a Gaelic song. And I think I'm going to do Oren na Moccasin. The Moccasin, a song for the Moccasins. And this is made by MacArthur man from Inverness, and he went over to the Codroy Valley area of Newfoundland, and he made the song over there. And it's about making a pair of moccasins, and he's talking about how he's going to do it, and also boasting about how good they're going to be, and everyone will be asking who made the moccasins. And in the last verse he says, when I go to church on Sunday, the young women won't say a word of a prayer because they'll be too busy checking out my moccasins. I found in a moccasin, I found them with round hockey away of occasion. Hoed me krijgen keras min dog and gin and moccasin. Hillig me in darna tubes can door me lock and gown. I found in a moccasin, I found them with round hockey away of occasion. Vok me aan en illet fat me weichen. Put me aboard, it's conduct me scrap at my I found in a moccasin, I found them with round hockey away of occasion. Being gathering a fine of core in a moccasin, means so beany crown, but in grey mound and tarsamont. I found in a moccasin, I found them with round hockey away of occasion. Waurie in my goorie core in a moccasin, I miss a fish and sna, a snail and gallanta. I found in a moccasin, I found them with round hockey away of occasion. And I used to sna, and I snail and gallanta. I saw hurt the hole and the moch got the healthy orst. I found in a moccasin, I found them with round hockey away of occasion. Danish dog and iron and kindness and calacan. I gathered fach galorni ach soul my vocation. I found in a moccasin. I found them with round hockey my vocation. All right, so now we're going to invite Andrea Beaton and Hilda Chiasson to come up and give us tunes.
were, Hilda? What? Oh, I didn't even look. Start with the first figure.
Yeah, that red switch there?
Oh, right. Okay, I should know that by now. Hello. It's been a few years since I've been playing. Yeah, so I did a few jigs there. I started with one of my dad's called Big Mike's, and then I went into one of my own called Ryan Lamey's, and the last one was one of my grandfather's called Over the Cabot Trail, since we turned down the road tonight. Didn't get over it, but anyway.
We're on it.
We're on it, exactly. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep plowing along here with another bunch of tunes. I think I'll do a little medley. Maybe I'll play an E, Hilda. I'll start with a Howie McDonald tune. Grand Dame, Grand Beaton.
That's actually mine too.
I think I knew that. I think that's why it came to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, here we go.
I got proof on the cassette.
Oh. Is it okay where I put that?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Down on my shoes. I didn't zip them up. And I almost forgot my fiddle. I had to go back in the house for it today before I left. So that's where the braid is at tonight. So I started with the Howie tune, and then I went into Maybelle's tune, Compliments to Cameron, I think it's called, or to her brother Cameron, Maybelle Chiasson McQueen. And then I went into Malcolm Finlay, an old Scottish reel, I guess. And then John Campbell tune called the Glenora Reel. And then one of my dad's tunes, which I went into on the B part, so I only played it 1.5 times. Sorry, Hilda. And that one is Kay Dugas Reel. And I ended with one of my own called Fire on the Lino for a story where I was at someone's house and the veggie burgers caught on fire in the oven and got dropped on the floor and burnt a hole in the linoleum floor. So this is the tune we were playing when that happened. I think I'll do something slow now. And what will I do, Hilda? Do you have any requests? Want to do a Jerry tune? Yeah? Any particular one? No? Whatever I play? What one do you like? Is it Tears, Mom? The one in A? Okay, we'll do that one. I can think of it. fall on the floor. We'll do one more little blast, and then I can't remember who's up next.
Oh, probably me.
What? Michael, is it? But we'll do a little medley. Maybe we'll stick in the key of D here for now. And I'm feeling this little Jerry vibe today, so we'll start with Old Faithful and go into some other stuff.
Where's she at? There she is. Yeah. That was my turn. Yay. You're up there now.
Hello, Arist. Thanks, Andrea and Hilda. We'll have more from them later. But now we're going to bring up Michael Kavanagh to do some songs for us.
Hello. Some good fiddle tunes there, eh? I'm gonna jump in here and just do a couple of songs right quick to break things up a bit. One that I like doing that Sarah McPhee recorded called Nova Scotia to Me. May not be Hollywood, may not be Rome. You won't find streets paved with gold. May not be heaven or Paradise Road, but it's the nearest place here that I know. 'Cause here I can sing, here I can dance, be who I want, be given the chance to love and be free, to love and be me. Nova Scotia to me. Along with the roses I know you'll find thorns. Along with the rich there are poor. And though it's not Hollywood, and no it's not Rome, it's the nearest place here that I know. 'Cause here I can sing, here I can dance, be who I want, be given the chance to love and be free, to love and be me. Nova Scotia to me. Here I can sing, here I can dance, be who I want, be given the chance to love and be free, to love and be me. Nova Scotia to me. I've rounded this country, I've traveled the globe, I flew and I rode the steel railway. I've been many places, I may go again, but the place where I'll be in the end is where I can sing, where I can dance, be who I want, be given the chance to love and be free, to love and be me. Nova Scotia to me, where I can sing, where I can dance, be who I want, given a chance to love and be free, to love and be me. Nova Scotia to me. another one here. Do I guess my version of the Wild Mountain Time here. Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme blows around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? And the love go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? I will build my love a bower by your crystal fountain, and on it I will pile all the flowers from the mountains. Will ye go, lassie, go? And the love go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? If my true love, she were gone, I would surely find another to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? And the love go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? Oh, go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? Will ye go, lassie, go? Will ye go, lassie, go? That's some Wild Mountain Time there, yeah. One more, Joyce? Probably one more for you, and then I think I'm gonna be back up and do a couple more towards the end there. A song that my father wrote and that he recorded back in the 90s, and I recorded again in 2019, I think, right before the pandemic. This is a song that he wrote called Over the Sea. ancestors coming over here. And it was a pretty rough boat ride back in the 1800s and stuff, so if you were lucky enough to make it and then get here and start fresh and brand new. So this is kind of a song about how scary it must have been waiting to knowing that you were going to have to go through that type of thing. Looking out over the valley to the sea, surreal scene that shook my head and wondered, oh, how can this be happening to me? There were people all around me moving slowly to the coast. I thought I saw someone I knew. They didn't turn, they didn't blink, no, they had no time to think. All they thought was, what would they do? Over the sea, crashing the waves in the sickness and death, fighting for life with their last dying breath. Over the sea they would go, where they would end up, no one would know. And I couldn't stand it as I watched them stare at life ahead over the sea. I saw them praying with their ministers beside them. There will be none, they told them, as they took our flocks away. Their pedestal was heavy from the weight of church and state. No more to see their colors or to hear the bagpipes play. I walked with them in silence down the mountain to the shore. Ships were waiting for them at the quay. I stopped a man from boarding and I said, hey, where you going? He turned and said, over the sea, over the sea, crashing the waves in the sickness and death, fighting for life with their last dying breath. Over the sea they would go, where they would end up, no one would know. And I couldn't stand it as I watched them stare at life ahead over the sea. They frolic down the docks, never really understanding why the father's eyes glare so coldly over the water, why the mother tries so hard to hide the tears she cries. I feel the fear as they round us up like cattle. Someone holds my hand and when I look I can't conceive. I see my wife and children standing there beside me. Oh no, I see that we're the ones that have to leave. Over the sea, crashing the waves in the sickness and death, fighting for life with their last dying breath. Over the sea they would go, where they would end up, no one would know. And I couldn't stand it as I watched them stare at life ahead over the sea. Over the sea. Guys, thank you very much. Appreciate that. I'll see you again in a short little bit.
Tablet the Vehicle. Alright, so I'm going to tell you a little story, and I'm going to do it in Gaelic with an English translation, so you'll be able to hear the language, but you'll also be able to understand all the jokes, I hope. And this is actually a little story that I read in Cape Breton's magazine, and it was told by a woman named Evelyn Smith from up the North Shore, and she said that she heard it from a man named Donald John MacLeod from the Isle of Harris in Scotland, and in the 1980s he came over with his family and they were visiting Cape Breton and they were having a get-together for them up the North Shore before they were leaving in the community hall, and people were telling stories and singing songs and whatever, and he beckoned her over and said, you know, I'm shy and I don't want to tell this story in front of everybody, but I'll tell it to you and you'll tell it. And so that's how she learned it. And she said he was an elder in the Free Church in Scotland, and so if it was all right with him, it was all right with anybody. So this is how it goes. Hirst the good row teased Fedichin Fudach Conwa and day. I guess she put in hast all so there were two sisters living together in a house in Harris, and they were still young women. I guess vad Gumas Kipota is Charo vad sons come big a whole chin on some tie on some Jahi. So they had a cat, and they were also very tidy people, and they wanted everything in the house to be in its own proper place. I guess Ceilidh sin had like a get an amach each it. I guess because of that they wouldn't let the cat out ever. I guess go big and gat come off or some dull commerce the cat. You know, from time to time, the cat would be just wild to get outside among the other cats. I guess van checkle other big pishakin I guess kurik na pishakin skris in day. And so, you know, but they wouldn't let the cat out because they were afraid that the cat would have kittens, and the kittens would make a mess of the house. I guess Koyu and came in Unya go of chi in the Pedican Modak gan chi road should cosmic. So after a while, you know, one of the sisters, Modak, she went over to the mainland looking for employment. I guess who would you over? It's not the Hakari Kia Tapi Howling on a shin. And so she got a job somewhere, and didn't she meet a sort of handsome, smart lad there? Is the Chotrik Syria. And so they started courting. I guess in Cain Grish, Chud a Trump and basket, I guess it faucet. I guess I could tourist very honest than you all. And so they after a while, they decided that they would get married, and they wed. And then after the wedding, they went on a bit of a little trip, as people do. I guess the pure elastic and tight, and so the other sister Anna was still at home with the cat. I guess they should be if there's some fewer, and so she was waiting for a letter from her sister. Came to my find out how was she getting along. I guess by Faith Swab came past the Chiasson, so she was waiting. This one day she saw the postman coming. I guess put a letter on the box of hoist, and so he put a letter into the mailbox. I guess she so a letter is and so she went down, she got the letter, and she came back and she ripped it open. I guess and so there was nothing written on the paper but these 4 words: let the cat out. All right, so we're going to have Andrea and Hilda back up for more tunes.
there, and The Reel of Rio, a tune I wrote called Trouble in the Den that was inspired. The tune was written in the green room of a Buddy McMaster Fiddle School concert, master's concert, and Kenneth Mackenzie told a story that night, and the punchline of the story was, I think there's some trouble in the den, and I thought, oh, that's fun. I'm not going to give you the whole story because that'll take me longer than my slot here. But you can ask me later. And yeah, the last tune was one of my dad's tunes, and I think that one's called The Black Rocket, if I'm right. He has a few tunes, so. But yeah, I think it was written for my sister's little Pontiac Sunfire. There was one for mine too. It was a red rocket, but we called it Big Red. Play some jigs now. I think I'll do another one of my grandfather's tunes, Memories of Patty LeBlanc. It's just a good old sounding A minor-ish tune. Pipey sounding tune, I guess, more mixy. Anyway, yeah, and some Strass bass and reels. And at some point in this group, I'm going to try to get into another one of my own tunes. And you'll know it because it'll be the one you don't know. And it's called Sienna Mays. And Sienna worked for me. She works, well, she has different jobs. I think she worked in my coffee shop during the pandemic. When everything else was closed, we had a takeout place. And so it was great to have her there. And one of the days, I had this day where I was just pumping out the tunes, and it was like the tune tap was off for like a year and a half, and then it turned on for about 30 days, and it was just like those year and a half, it just was pouring out of me, and then it dried right up again. So on one of those days, she said, "Oh, you're writing tunes? Oh, I'd love to have a tune." And I was like, "I'll be right back." And so I called it Sienna Mays for her. And I think I'll end with Buntada Scathan because it's one of my favorites by Alan MacDonald. Okay, now we'll see what comes in the middle.
think it is you.
Maybe I'll
Amanda.
do one and then
One
do
and
a
then a
finale.
Finale? Sure.
Okay.
This thing is loose.
I give her a twirl.
I'm good.
There you go. From Hong Kong.
Thanks.
I'll do like a song start. Probably use all Alright, I'm gonna sneak up here and do one song for you, and then I'll do one more to start us off into a finale here. A song that I like doing every once in a while here, called "The Stones Under Rushing Waters." Pretty song by a band from the southern United States called Need to Breathe. Why don't we dance anymore? I'm not okay with that. Why don't we laugh anymore? I'm not okay with that. And years go by like stones under rushing water. We only know when it's gone. And the years go by like stones under rushing water. We only know when it's gone. Yeah, when it's gone. Why don't we smile anymore? I'm not okay with that. Why don't we dance slowly? Yeah, I'm not okay with that. And the years go by like stones under rushing water. We only know when Yeah, Meet the Breed. That's the name of that band there. I guess we'll get Andrea. A nice finale here. See if I can make my way through following these.
You want me to move that ring? Brian, can you move that ring quick for a second so she can plug her fiddle in?
Oh, good, thank you.
Yep. Can you give me an E there, Hilda, just to make sure?
Maybe I'll start with Stan Rogers too. Well, your soul's born, wind broken stone, the sea and the sky are one. Caught at a time, my blood's intertwined, I run naked in the sun. There's God in the trees, I'm weak in the knees, and the sky's a pale blue. Look all around, and honey, all I see is you. Well, the summer city lights are softened in the night. You think that the air's clear. Sitting with friends for 45 cents, so buy us another glass of beer. There's got something to say, but I'm so far away that I don't know who I'm talking to. You just walked in the door, and honey, all I see is you. And I just want to hold you closer than I've ever held anyone before. Say you've been twice the life in your whole life, oh, but honey, the hell was it for? After 23 years, you think I could find a way to let you know somehow that I want to see your smiling face 45 years from now. So long in the lights on stage every night, I've been reaching out to find a fan who knows all the words, sings so he's heard, and knows how all the stories end. Maybe after the show she'll ask me to go home with her for a drink or two. When the smile lights her eyes, honey, all I see is you. And I just want to hold you closer than I've ever held anyone before. Say you've been twice the life and you're through with life, oh, but honey, the hell was it for? After 23 years, you think I could find a way to let you know somehow that I want to see your smiling face 45 years from now. And I just want to hold you closer than I've ever held anyone before. Say you've been twice the wife and you're through with life, oh, but honey, what the hell was it for?